Another campfire, y'all. Another campfire. We got a couple people missing tonight.
We get some visitors.
Yep.
Kim
We got some.
and
Yep. Kimberly and Ed. Oh, there's Miss Shirley. They came to hang out for the night, and their rig is in the background there. And
Here, I'll trade you.
Dawn.
I got a real nut.
And
It's not a locking nut, but no, it's just a nut to get on that.
Mr. Childers and Kevin.
It is. I already checked. Nice thing right there. You can hang on to that. I've got a whole bunch of them. Oh, okay.
And y'all can see
Kevin. All right, Kevin, you can relax now.
the sunset in the background. Awesome. Awesome.
I'll be right back.
But no wood tonight. Just the propane. And that's pretty sweet.
I'll be right back. I gotta go set the fans off.
And that's not what I really thought that they were supposed to do. I thought the lights he was getting was just going to go up.
Oh,
like
look at the twinkling lights. That's
I
what they're
didn't know
talking
they
about.
were going to go
That's pretty
around.
sweet, actually.
I like those.
I do too. Very nice.
You don't? I think that looks good.
I still like Shirley's though. I think that was
Oh, I love her fireflies.
I like.
They're not up there right now.
I know, but I love
But
them.
I like the glow that they give too. You know, it's just a nice.
Yeah,
They're actually down on the ground right
they sure are.
When we was in Glacier in 2007. Well, we came from Utah.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Every man should know about this story.
We must not have been around the campfire that night.
Y'all were there. Y'all were there. You remember this story?
Anyway,
don't you?
just get on with the story.
No,
Yeah.
go on, we'll see.
Okay. Well, if y'all don't hear it, just stop me. So we're in Utah. We're making our grand
Oh,
eight.
I remember this. No, I'm
We're remembering. Okay, we're making our 8,000. We're doing about 8,000. We got our 2007 Outlook just out of the Tampa garage, ready to go, brand new. Picked it up.
Got all of the lettering from the business on the
She's been
both
working.
sides, you
we ready to-
know.
we ready to break it in. It ain't got 300 miles on it yet. So we're gonna go on vacation for a month. So we take off and come across the southwest and west and head north up to Utah. In Utah, we tried to go into the park up there, but it was so crowded we just weren't having fun. But I already bought the ticket. So let's just go on up into Glacier. Where's that at? Oh, that's in Montana. You think we can make it? So we drove through the night from Utah up into Montana. She drove and I drove back and forth through the night, stopping at rest areas and everything. So we get up there and we go to, they say the eastern side, we knew the eastern side was the best. So we go to the eastern side to go in through Browning and up that way, which it took us a little while. We went through Helen. So we had to stop and get cash because we was running out of cash. We pay for everything in cash. We track our budget and everything. So Sharon goes in the store, we get some groceries and we get, we get $200, $200 cash. And she got some cash and we spent about $200 on groceries and filled the coolers and everything. So we didn't have the trailer back then, we were tent campers. So we get up to the gate up there in Glacier and get checked in and get our camp spot in East Glacier. Then the next day we leave the next morning for the northern part of the park because it's up a place called Bab. That's where you see Iceberg Lake and all that stuff is up there. And it's St. Mary's, that's a bunch of stuff up there. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, it's great. So we get up there and we have lunch and we're having a good time. And so we clean up after lunch. I said there was some wildlife in the park. And we said, well, let's go ride around the park in this area and we'll see if we see the wildlife. So we're riding around and checking things out and Ranger comes up behind me. You know, I'm going slow. So I pull over.
You missed a spot.
Yeah, you did. You missed the spot.
You missed a spot.
I did.
Yeah, because when we came into the gate,
Well, I was going to get that.
but you're ahead of yourself.
I'm already in the gate. Let me tell a story.
Yeah. Who's telling
Let me tell a story. I'll go back to that. But anyway, we get back in. Well, you know, what happened when we first come in? The lady at the front of the gate, before we paid to go in, she says, well, your pass is good, but it's going to run out in a couple days. Do you want to upgrade? I said, upgrade what? She says, well, so if you give us that pass, we'll give you a card for the year-long pass. Then we can stay longer because our pass is about to run out because we used it in Utah. We had like 3 days left on it. She said, well, we give you the full credit for the $25 you paid. Then that way give us $50 and your pass will be paid for the year. So we said, okay, that's a good deal. So she gave me some money and I paid the lady and I signed the little card, you know, when you go in to get your 1 year pass. Back then,
America the Beautiful pass.
Yeah, America the Beautiful pass. That's what it was. Because we weren't old enough to we weren't seniors yet, you know. Wasn't old enough to get the lifetime pass. But we did that and got that all taken care of. And the lady was really nice. Of course, you know, they got you on camera up there when you do all that stuff. But, you know, I don't pay no attention to that. So we go in the park and we have our lunch. Then we're riding around. We're going to go try to find the wildlife because the people eating beside us said there was a lot of wildlife out and around. And so we go out, we're riding around. And we don't see much of nothing, really. But we're out riding around seeing all the sights and everything. And I noticed the ranger was behind me, so I said, well, let me pull off the road up here. And I'll let the ranger get on by because there was traffic coming. So I go on through the intersection, I pull off to the right. And
he has his lights on, people.
And the ranger has his lights on and he's pulling me over. So I asked her, I said, did I run a stop sign back there? Did you see anything? She said no.
I thought maybe we had a light out or something.
Maybe we got it's a brand new car. Maybe something ain't working right. There's 1,000 things going through your mind at this time. So we're sitting there and all these people are looking like, driving by and looking at us. I said, well, let me cut the car off. And I put my hands up on the wheel. I'm ready. So the ranger comes up and says, can I see your driver's license, sir, and your insurance and registration? I said, well, sure. So she looks at me. Oh, okay. She gets it out of the glove box. And then she spills her receipts everywhere. She had a little envelope of receipts because we would keep all our receipts and try to see how much money was spent and everything. And so she hands me everything. I dig my wallet out, give him my license and everything. He's gone back there and man, he's taking forever. It's like 15 minutes.
And I was like, what did you do?
I'm looking at her and I says, well, I don't know about anything. So he comes back up there. About this time, another ranger pulls in front with his lights on.
Oh man.
And I'm thinking, well, what's going on here? So he comes up and he's got he's looking down there at me. And he looks at he says, ma'am, I need to see your license too. She says, what you need my license for? And I'm like, honey, you want your license? Don't give the man a hard time. I got both hands on the wheel. I'm like, and another trooper just pulled in. They got a guy here, he's got a gun. I got my hands on the wheel, and you don't want to give your license up. I said, honey, please, we don't know what's going on here. She says, well, I'll find them. And there's receipts are everywhere. All of our receipts are the car's a total mess. Our beautiful car. So she hands me her license. I move my hands. As the officer, I move my hands. I get her license. She hands me her license and she hits me. She says, you done something. So I ain't done nothing yet. So I give him her license and he steps back and he looks in the car.
He's looking at me.
And he's looking, and the other ranger's done got out of his rig, and all these lights are flashing. So he's up in front of our vehicle, and he's looking, not with his arms crossed, with his hand down. I'm thinking, okay, maybe they got us confused. There's some bank robbers or something somewhere in a new car like ours. They're confused. He steps back and he says, sir, I have to say that we've got you on camera passing counterfeit bills at the front when you paid for your pass. And I told him, she gave me the money.
That's what he tells them.
And she hit me in my arm again. Both my arms, she kept pounding on me. And then we look at the officer and we're looking, he says, well, sometimes these things do happen. And she says, well, I got the money in Helen, Montana at the Walmart. I got my receipts right here somewhere. Here, some of these receipts are here. He says, well, I'm going to have you folks follow us back to the main office. So the sirens are still going, and we're going back to the office with the Rangers. And we have to go in and fill out paperwork.
Uh-huh.
So, but it was quite the ordeal. But he thought it was pretty good. That he says, "So does your wife usually give you money, sir?" Well, sure she does, as long as it's good money. But it was pretty good.
But didn't it take her a while to find the receipt or something? Didn't you?
Yeah, she was
Because
digging
they were
through
all
all
over the
the
floor.
receipts were flying everywhere, man.
Jeez.
I know I got that receipt here somewhere. I'll show it to him. But yeah, we got that cash money, and I handed her a $50 bill that was a counterfeit. I've never been arrested for anything like that.
Funny.
We're counterfeiters. I'm married to a counterfeiter carrier.
Hey.
He's a carrier.
But we got back home and found out.
About 3 months later,
Yeah.
sitting there watching the news one night, and they were talking about a counterfeit ring in Montana with the high school teachers and students in Helen, Montana.
Wow.
It was a trip. I thought that old cop was going to break loose when I told him she gave me the money.